Hey, so this week we are going to be transitioning from 2D character design to 3D character design. You are going to start working in 3D. Um, and this week in particular is going to be very technical. Like, there's not going to be a lot of stuff based on character design, such as like most of the stuff we've been doing thus far. At least my lecture aspect has been more theory based. This is going to be more of a technical based week. So for our 3D creation, we are going to be utilizing Blender. Blender is a 3D modeling and animation software. It is it does the entire pipeline, meaning it does everything from modeling, UVing, texturing, rigging, animating, lighting, rendering, simulations, all the different things, even compositing and 2D animation. It can do some other aspects as well. It's a pretty advanced app. It can do a lot of things. Um, in my other class, I utilize Autodesk Maya for the Intro to 3D Animation class. The reason why I use that one in there is because that is, if you're going to work at a very large studio like DreamWorks or Bethesda or something like that, they're going to be utilizing Maya because that's sort of the industry standard software. But if you're going to work at more of an indie studio or individually, you'll probably utilize Blender. And that way, between this class and that class, you get a feel for both applications, and then you can kind of shoot for a big company, but also work independently if you decide to do so. Um, the other thing with Blender is that if you have been in the other class or have utilized other 3D applications, Blender is a little non-standard. Um, just some of the hotkeys and things are a bit odd, so just be prepared for that. Um, but it is very powerful, especially for a free application. It's pretty awesome to download it. Just you can click on this, it'll open up, and then you just want to download it. It'll work for Mac, PC, and Linux. So, the world's your oyster as far as the software is concerned. If you can, donate a couple of bucks. Obviously, it's this is being made basically on the generosity of developers around the world. So, if you can, support them in some way, that's obviously good. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be using. This is the interface. I kind of write about it down here. I'm not going to go over it just because we'll kind of go over it later on when I actually start working in 3D. I'll do like an intro video or something. These hotkeys are not correct, so disregard these down here. I must have copy and pasted the wrong hotkeys. Again, the one of the issues with Blender that I don't like, and it makes it very difficult for people that first start out, is that it is extremely hotkey heavy. Meaning you have to know a lot of different hotkeys. In 3D in general, you have to know more hotkeys than most other applications, at least all the ones I could think of, and I know a lot. But Blender's worse even amongst those. So, and the main issue I have with having so many hotkeys are great. I think we should use them because it just makes it quicker, especially as you become an advanced user. There are some things that are hotkeys that if you want to do something, you can only do it through hotkey, meaning you can't like find it in a menu. You have to know what the hotkey is, or you can't do it. And that's where I think it becomes more of an issue because you should be able to access everything through either a menu or an icon or some other element and not just through knowing how to hit like, Shift W Alt N. You know what I'm saying? Like that's too many buttons and like a weird combination. And a lot of the hotkeys don't necessarily make any sense. Like they don't stand for everything. So scale is S, rotate is R, and move is G, which stands for grab, right? So that doesn't really make sense. So yeah. So uh if you do need to find a hotkey or you're trying to figure out how to do something, literally just go into Google and type in like, hotkey to pan camera. And then it'll pop up. Just use the AI. The AI is pretty close. If it's wrong, then obviously just go look up at like an actual web page. But I even do that myself because there's so many hotkeys that sometimes I forget some. So that's what we're gonna be using. Yeah. So I think you'll like the program because it's very powerful. It's just it can be a little quirky.